The coffee's gone cold. These files, these faces staring back, they tend to do that. Make you forget about the world outside, about the comforting normalcy of a hot meal or the sun on your face. The world we're about to enter, it doesn't deal in comfort. It deals in the unsettling feeling that maybe, just maybe, the monsters aren't under the bed. They're walking among us, hidden in plain sight. Picture this, 1960s Northern California. The summer of love is fading, replaced by a chilling wind that blows through the streets of San Francisco. The city, once a beacon of hope and freedom, now shrouded in an eerie fog that seems to whisper secrets of its own. Young couples, out for a night under the stars, suddenly vanish. Their laughter and dreams, swallowed by the night, leaving behind only questions and heartache. The only trace left behind? The chilling whispers of a phantom, the Zodiac. A name that would soon become synonymous with fear and mystery. He wasn't content with just taking lives. No, the Zodiac craved something more, something deeper. The Zodiac craved notoriety, recognition. He wanted to be more than just a shadow in the night. He wanted to be a legend. He taunted the police, the public, with cryptic messages. Ciphers he claimed held the keys to his identity. Each symbol, each letter, a piece of a dark puzzle that seemed impossible to solve. Each letter, each symbol, meticulously crafted, a macabre game of cat and mouse played out on the front pages of newspapers. The Zodiac reveled in the chaos he created, the fear he instilled. Imagine the fear that gripped the Bay Area, the sense of dread that permeated every corner, every home, the constant looking over your shoulder, the suspicion that lingered in every handshake, every passing glance. No one felt safe, no one felt secure. The Zodiac wasn't just a killer, he was a ghost, a specter that haunted the edges of perception. His presence felt even when he wasn't there, a dark cloud over the city. The police, desperate for a break, chased down every lead, every hunch. They pored over evidence, hoping for a clue, a mistake. The pressure mounted with each passing day, each unanswered riddle. The weight of the unsolved cases bore down on them, a constant reminder of their elusive quarry. But the Zodiac, like the phantom he'd become, always seemed to be one step ahead. Years passed, decades even. The trail grew cold, but the legend remained. The killing stopped, but the questions lingered. Who was the Zodiac? Why did he stop? The mystery endures, a shadow that still looms over Northern California. Hollywood, 1947, the city of angels, bathed in the warm glow of neon and dreams. But beneath the glitz and glamour, a darkness festered, a darkness that would soon consume Elizabeth Short, forever known as the Black Dahlia. Imagine her, a young woman with stars in her eyes arriving in Tinseltown, longing for her moment in the spotlight. She was beautiful, ambitious, but Hollywood, as it so often does, chewed her up and spat her out. Reduced to a forgotten face, lost in a sea of aspiring starlets. Then, the gruesome discovery. Her body, mutilated and posed, discarded in a vacant lot like a broken doll. The press, hungry for a story, descended like vultures, splashing her photos across front pages, turning her tragedy into a media circus. The Black Dahlia. The name itself sent chills down the spines of Angelenos. Who could commit such a horrific act? Chapter 3. The Vanishing of Madeleine McCann, a parent's worst nightmare. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the warmth of the Portuguese sun on your skin, the gentle lull of the ocean waves. You're on holiday, a much-needed escape. Your children are playing, their laughter echoing through the warm air. Life for those fleeting moments is perfect. Now open your eyes. For the McCanns, that idyllic facade shattered in an instant. 1 minute, their daughter Madeleine, a bright-eyed 3-year-old, was there. The next, she was gone, vanished into thin air. The year was 2007. The world watched in horror as the story unfolded. A frantic search, a media frenzy, accusations and suspicions swirling like the ocean winds. Every parent's worst nightmare brought to life on a global stage. The Portuguese police, overwhelmed and underprepared, seemed to stumble at every turn. Theories abounded, a botched burglary, a kidnapping gone wrong, even whispers of something far more sinister. Chapter 4. The Axeman's Jazz Terror in the French Quarter. New Orleans, 1918. A city known for its vibrant culture, rich history, and the intoxicating rhythm of jazz that filled the air. A city pulsing with life, a melting pot of cultures, music spilling from every doorway. The streets were alive with the sounds of trumpets, saxophones, and the laughter of people enjoying the night. But beneath the vibrancy, a darkness crept through the humid air, a fear that clung to the wrought iron balconies and echoed through the gas-lit streets. The Axeman was coming. His presence was like a shadow, unseen, but deeply felt. Imagine the terror that gripped the French Quarter, the sound of breaking glass in the dead of night, the chilling thud of an axe against wood, the sudden realization that the Axeman had chosen his next victim. The screams swallowed by the humid air, leaving an eerie silence in their wake. Families huddled together praying they wouldn't be next. He was a phantom, a boogeyman come to life, preying on the innocent as they slept. His attacks were brutal, swift, and left the community in a state of perpetual fear. His weapon of choice, a simple axe, became a symbol of dread, a reminder that even within the sanctuary of their homes no one was safe. People began to lock their doors and windows, but the sense of security was shattered. The Axeman, unlike other killers, seemed to relish the chaos he inflicted, leaving behind a trail of blood and terror in his wake. His motives were unclear, his identity a mystery, and his reign of terror seemed unstoppable. But then, a bizarre twist. Just when the city thought it couldn't get any stranger, the Axeman made an unexpected move. A letter, penned by the Axeman himself, arrived at the New Orleans Times-Picayune. It was a taunt, a challenge, and a chilling insight into his twisted mind. In it, he made a chilling proposition. He would spare those who played jazz music in their homes on a specific night. The city was thrown into a frenzy, trying to decipher the mind of this madman. Imagine the scene. A city paralyzed by fear, suddenly alive with the sounds of jazz. Homes that were once silent and dark now echoed with the lively tunes of jazz, as people clung to the hope that music could save them from the Axeman's wrath. The night was filled with a strange mix of terror and melody, a testament to the resilience and spirit of New Orleans. Chapter 5. The Elisa Lam Elevator, Death at the Cecil Hotel, Downtown Los Angeles, 2013. A city of dreams and despair, where the bright lights often cast long shadows. The Cecil Hotel, a towering landmark with a notorious past, a place where whispers of suicide, murder, and madness clung to the faded wallpaper and stained carpets. Its history was as dark as the night sky over Los Angeles. It was here, within the Cecil's infamous walls, that Elisa Lam, a young woman with a bright smile and a thirst for adventure, checked in, never to check out. She was a traveler, a student, a dreamer, exploring the world on her own terms. Her disappearance at first seemed like a tragic but all too familiar story in a city that often chewed up and spat out dreamers like Elisa. Los Angeles, a city of angels, had a dark side that often swallowed the unwary. But then, the security footage surfaced. The elevator, a place of transition, now a stage for a chilling mystery. The grainy images, time-stamped, showed Elisa acting strangely, erratically. Her movements were frantic, her behavior inexplicable. Was she hiding from someone? The footage showed her peeking out of the elevator as if expecting someone to appear, talking to an unseen presence. Her gestures were animated, her expressions intense, as if she was communicating with someone only she could see. The footage, unsettling and inexplicable, quickly went viral, sparking a firestorm of speculation and conspiracy theories that spread like wildfire through the darkest corners of the internet. Everyone had a theory, but no one had answers. Days turned into weeks, the mystery deepening with each passing hour. The hotel, already infamous, became a focal point of morbid curiosity. Then, the gruesome discovery: Elisa's body, found in the hotel's rooftop water tank. The discovery only added to the enigma, raising more questions than it answered. How did she get there? Why was she there? The Cecil Hotel with its dark history had claimed another victim, and the mystery of Elisa Lam's death remains unsolved to this day. 5 stories, 5 lives extinguished, leaving behind a trail of questions that echo through time. The Zodiac, the Black Dahlia, Madeleine McCann, the Axeman, Elisa Lam, their names are etched in our collective consciousness, a stark reminder that the line between reality and nightmare can be terrifyingly thin. But within these mysteries, a flicker of hope persists. The human need for answers, for justice, it burns bright. Perhaps by shining a light on these cold cases, by revisiting the evidence, by refusing to let the stories die, we can keep the memory of the victims alive, and one day, find the truth they deserve. If these stories chilled you to your core, wait until you hear what we have in store next.